Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Sally Pinto and I'm from the Yonkers Newark neighborhood naturally occurring retirement community. We launched back in January of 2020 and we're here to serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We have lots of fun programs and activities, and we also have a lot of resources for you as well. Our programs include meditation chair yoga, body mind fitness, bingo, and any other programs that you might be interested, like arts and gardening. We have our resource specialist, Alexa Smith, who can help you with finding services and activities out there for you, as well as our nurse, Barbara Simone, who can help answer your health-related questions. We're here for you, we're here for our community, and we look forward to seeing you in our programs. Enjoy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Alexa Smith, the resource specialist with the Yonkers Newark. I'm here to help with application assistance, referrals for home delivered meals, and transportation services will be coming soon. We also offer Zoom activities and Zoom programs. And if you have any other questions or concerns, I'm here to help. Thank you so much and enjoy the program.
Welcome. I'm Barbara Simone, registered nurse. I recently retired from Westchester County's Health Department as a public health nurse. I am now here to try to assist you with any medical or preventive care issues. Enjoy this program, and I'm looking forward to working with you.
Welcome. Good morning, everybody. All right, so today's workout is all about the beach body. And what are we talking about when we say the beach body? Usually we're talking about the midsection, toned shoulders, a nice little six-pack, a nice little ab. So one of the things that we have to realize when we're talking about fitness and we're talking about the beach body is that there is no miracle. Yeah, there's no miracle in a bottle. There's no crash course. It's all about consistency, right? But that doesn't always mean that we gotta, I mean, I preferably say that we have to, we could all find time. You know, if we don't find time under the couch, we have to make time. We have to prioritize. So a good 45-minute, half an hour workout every day is what it takes to be able to get to that beach body. We have to build, we have to lay foundations, we have to get out of our comfort zone. We have to battle those little voices that are in our mind telling us, not today, maybe tomorrow. You know, tomorrow doesn't exist and the past is no more, yeah? All we have is right now, yeah? So we overweight the future and we undervalue the present. So we gotta get the work done, and we have to be able to not give ourselves excuses, because most of our excuses are self-doubt and all this kind of stuff like that. So it's all about positive reinforcement. We do what we can, but we do, yeah? So it's, if we can only do a particular modification of an exercise, if we can only do one particular exercise for a shorter amount of time, we do that. It's one of, like Martin Luther King said, if we can't walk, then if we can't fly, then we walk. If we can't walk, then we crawl, but we go. We do, okay? So this exercise routine is designed to be a 9-minute effective workout. Because again, to be mindful of, those building blocks. Starting off slow, finding the time, becoming used to it, getting that hit of dopamine, getting that adrenaline going, feeling good, having accomplished it, whatever, having the self-integrity, the self-respect for having done what we said that we're going to do. So this is going to be a 9-minute, what's called an AMRAP, as many reps as possible, as many rounds as possible in this case. It's going to be a 9 minutes. So at 9 minutes, you guys who feel like, that's kind of like enough, that's kind of good for you guys to start. I would say, it's how you guys can go. Because that's basically it's the 9 minutes, but I'm going to go for 18 minutes, right? Because this is going to be a 30-minute workout, 45-minute workout. But the more you do, the more calories you're going to burn, the more flexibility you're going to get, and the more strength you're going to build, okay? So real quick, the workouts, right? So I am a huge fan of the burpee. The burpees changed my life. If you go on my Instagram handle is Charlie Burpee. The burpee was invented by a gentleman whose name is Royal Burpee. Its technical name is the squat thrust. It's a full body exercise, and it gets your heart rate pumping, and it gets you sucking wind, but at the same time, it works your body, it works your shoulders, it works your legs because you have to get up, it works your lower back. It's a complete full body workout. And again, like I said, it's a very simple movement. It looks simple enough, but boy, if you're not sucking wind by about the 4th or 5th rep. So it's called the squat thrust. He was the director of the YMCA in New York City, and he invented it. He's credited with inventing the squat thrust, the burpee, as his PhD thesis, which is a really kind of interesting thing. And then it was picked up by the military, and they swear by the squat thrust. They swear by the burpee when in boot camps, when building up the strength in their PT. They swear by the burpee and other variations of the burpee, the bodybuilder, the Navy SEALs, which is different variations of the burpee with or without the push-up. All right, so we're gonna do burpees. We're gonna be doing some ab work, tuck-ups. I'll show you how that works. Plank walkouts, reach throughs, also known as penguins, and seated leg lifts. This workout is gonna be meant to burn calories and start building and to push our boundaries. Yeah, so I'm going to try to give as many alternatives as I can, but at the end of the day, we have to try to work with what we have. We have to try to push ourselves. So the variations might just be, instead of doing 10, we could only do 1. We got to pace ourselves. Okay, so first of all, the burpee, right? How does the burpee work? If I'm going to give you the first variation, I'm going to give you the slow variation. The whole idea is not, jumping up and down and kind of being like this kind of, this jumping bean, this grasshopper. The whole idea is actually just going through the motions. Assuming we have no problems getting on the floor, what we're going to do is we're going to hinge at the hips and we're going to go down to the floor nice and easy. We're going to walk those feet out, then we're going to walk those feet in and stand up. Again, we might be thinking, it's a very simple movement. It's a simple movement. Do those things about 2, 3, 4, 5 times. We're going to go 10, and that very simple. Okay, so beginner number 1 is going to be hinging at the hips, coming down. We're going to feel the flexibility right here. We're going to put our hands on the floor. We're going to walk our legs out 1 second, walk our legs right back in, and standing up. When we stand up, we're not going to stand up with our back rounded out. We're going to be very serious about this. We're not going to be lazy about this. We're not going to be very haphazard about this. We want to stand up with good form. So say we're down here, we're walking up. We want to stick our butt out like if we're in the squat, keeping our lower back straight. And we want to stand up using our hips, okay? One more time. Hinging at the hips, coming down, walking that leg out, having a second, walking that leg in, standing up, okay? If even that's a little bit too much, do some wall push-ups where we're gonna be leaning up against the wall, we're gonna be doing the push-ups, but I would encourage everybody to just take your time, walk that burpee out and stand up, yeah? Take your time, pace yourself. If you get lightheaded, it's because of that blood pressure going from low to high. So don't push it, don't run. Take your time. If that's at the stage that you're on, take your time with the walk up and the walk down. So for other people who can do a little bit faster pace, we're gonna same thing. It's not about rushing it. We're gonna hinge at the hips. We're gonna touch the floor, but in this case, we're gonna kick the leg out, pull back in. Stand up, yeah? Head out, in, out, 1, 2, yeah? There is something called the skip step in between. So I'm gonna do the skip step just so you guys can get used to doing the skip step and give us a little bit of a rest in between. Because when we're going up and down, they're considered unbroken, right? And that requires a lot more energy. So what I'd like to do is to do the skip step, where we're kind of doing like a jump rope motion, and we're gonna go down, come out, jump, stand up, get into the skip step, get into the skip step. Even if we're walking them out, gonna come down, walk out, walk it back in, stand up, get into that skip step. We're gonna do 10 of these. Now for me, the advanced level, what we're gonna do is we're gonna include a push-up into that burpee. So again, hips out, down, boom, push-up. 1, yeah? That's also called a 6 count burpee. So the count would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, or 6, yeah? So we're gonna do 10 of those. Okay, that's a good explanation. All right, so next exercise is gonna be the tuck up or the V up. We're gonna get on the floor. We're gonna extend our arms over our heads. We're gonna focus on picking up those knees. As soon as those knees come up to about our belly button, we're gonna bring our hands up and we're gonna pick our shoulders up off the ground. And I mean, we could not necessarily have to touch the ground, but we're bringing it out here so the motion goes. Now we're gonna extend, right? And we're gonna focus on the knees first, knees over the belly, and we're gonna pick our shoulders up, squeeze the abs, come back down, extending, picking the knees up, do 10 of those. Yeah, more advanced is actually the V. So we're not pulling the knees up, we're actually picking the knees up as straight leg as possible. Same thing, all right? Now, we got another one that's the plank walkouts. These again, simple movement, no big deal, but they really are very effective. So with these, we're gonna go into this plank and we're gonna walk out 1 as far as you can, even if it's right here, 1, 1. So we're gonna count 10. In this case, what I would say as an alternative, I would say just do your flutter kicks. The flutter kicks are like this. Hands underneath your butt, legs out, and we're gonna be kicking, yeah? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, count to 10. The plank walkout, we're gonna be in this plank. Walk out as far as you can. 1, 1. So forward, forward, and back is 1. Out, out, 2. 3, 4. Again, the farther you go out, the more tension you're gonna have in your abs. So, you're gonna have to control that. So it doesn't really have to be far out. If you're still building out the strength in your abs, keep them close. All right. The next one is a funny name, penguins. The penguins are gonna work on our obliques. So what we do with those, we're gonna be having our legs bent, shoulders off the ground, hands at our sides, and we're gonna touch our heels. And we're gonna count 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Yeah, so those are the penguins. And last but not least, seated leg lifts. Now the seated leg lifts, these again, very, very tough. One thing that we don't want to do is we don't want to lean back. I guess this is a modification, but this is a modification that people fall back on way too easily, way too quickly, right? So the idea is we want to be able to pick up our legs. The preferred way to do it, leaning forward with our fingertips right around our knees. And this is the advanced level. The hardest way to do it, we're going to put the pressure down on our fingertips and we're going to pick up both legs at the same time. 3, 4, 5. The lower level way to do it is that same thing. We're sitting forward, fingertips on our sides, and we're gonna pick up one leg at a time. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. And the beginner level, again, I would encourage everybody to try to do with these, with the 1, 1s, 1, 1s, 1, 1s. Let's push ourselves. The beginner level is we're going to be leaning back and picking up those legs at the same time this way, yeah? All right. And that is the whole routine that we're gonna hit for 9 minutes. And you will see that it is gonna be a very efficient and effective workout in a very short amount of time. And it's definitely not one of those things where it's a 6-minute abs and, you know, it's, you're gonna be sucking wind, you're gonna be burning calories, your heart rate's gonna be up, and you're gonna feel a lot of blood, lactic acid in your ab area. And because of the walkouts in your shoulders and because of the burpees, shoulders and triceps. And you know, you get a little back engaged. All right. So, anybody have any questions? I'm putting 9 minutes on the clock. And just be a little scared. Don't be too scared. Fear is our best friend, as the famous custom model of the boxing trainer says. Fear is our best friend. Fear sharpens us. Yeah. So if we weren't fearful, that's right, Danielle. Be scared. If we weren't afraid, we'd be doing stupid stuff like walking off the roofs of buildings because we want to get to the first floor. We want to get to the first floor faster. Yeah. So fear is our friend. Yeah. Fear challenges us. Fear pulls the best part out of us. Fear gets us focused. All right. So be a little scared. All right. Here we go. The burpee. Yeah. Okay. Boom. 1. I'm going to get into my skip step. Okay. So I'm going to go jump right into the first advanced. So I'm going to get down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1. Back into the skip step. Good. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Back into my skip step. Again, we could just walk it down if you want to. Down. Right. So down, walk out, walk in. Yeah. 3. Walk it out again. Down. Walk. 4. Okay. I don't know what that message was. All right, here we go. 1. I think that's 5, right? 6, maybe? Let's call it 5 because I lost count. Here we go. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into my skip step. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Into my skip step. I'm already starting to suck wind. All right, here we go. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. All right. Here we go. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Good. Into my skip step. That skip step helps that lactic acid go down. Helps me catch my breath a little bit. Down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Into my skip step. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. Okay. Remember, for those of us, I showed you the walkout, well, we can get done without the push-up, right? Down. 1. All right. That's 10. All right. Good work, everybody. Boom. Yeah. So you see, I'm moderate pace. I'm pretty fit. That gets the heart rate going, gets you going, gets that wind, gets that calorie burn, gets the metabolism working. All right. The tuck ups. Here we go. So laying on our back, extending full, picking up those knees, picking the shoulders up. 1, 2, 3. The advance is the V. 4. Picking those legs straight up, trying to 5. Keep those legs as locked as possible. 6, 7, 8. Moderated version. 9. Bending those knees. 10. Boom. All right. Plank walkouts. Okay. So, again, if you can't do the planks, do the flutter kicks. Hands underneath your butt, legs out straight, kick them. Scissor kicks. All right. Now, the plank walkouts. We're going to be in these planks. You're going to have to judge for yourself how far you can go. All right. So, we're going to walk out, in, 1, out, out, in 2, out, in 3, out, in 4, out, in 5, out, in 6, out, in 7, out, in 8, out, in 9, out, in 10. Great. Woo, that tension in the abs, especially in the lower abs, that's where you feel it. And that's the hardest place to get those abs to come out. All right. The funny ones, the penguins, all right? On our butts, legs bent, shoulders off the ground, hands at our sides. Touch your heels, pulling with the obliques, the sides, yeah? So there's no crunch. It's almost like this, how a penguin walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, great. Staying on the floor, going right into the seated leg lifts. Okay, beginner, right? Leaning back. I'll encourage you not to be too focused on these. Super beginner, leaning back, lifting 1, 1. So leaning back, 1, 2. Intermediate beginner, leaning back, picking up both legs at the same time. Intermediate, general, I guess, huh? Leaning forward, fingertips on the floor, fingertips, picking up the legs one at a time. 1, yeah. Advanced, picking up legs at the same time, both of them at the same time. 1. All right, so here we go. Let's go, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good work. Why leaning forward? Because it forces us to engage nothing but the abs. The abs, and in this case, a little bit of the hip flexor. Back here, we're working with momentum, yeah? Okay, so good. We went through the whole thing, round 1, yeah? So what I mean, so we're already pretty much halfway through. We got 3 minutes left. Very efficient, very effective use of small amount of time. We get the most bang out of our, most bang for the buck with these exercises. Again, so boom, enough of the blah, 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 back into the burpees. Okay, boom, here we go, ready, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. All right. That exercise is no joke. Oh, by the way, yeah, give you guys to catch your breath. If you guys are wondering, I don't lift weights. All of my workouts, all of this work that I do, all of the definition that I've been able to build up, calisthenics. For the last about 2 or 3 years, calisthenics. Enormous amount of burpees. I work with the burpees and pull-ups, air squats, body weight lunges, jump squats, jumping lunges, burpees got my upper body, the workouts with the abs, but you know what I'm doing now? So, you know, you could build a tremendous physique and endurance and strength without the gym. All right, here we go. Tuck ups. Tuck up V-ups. Here we go. Down. Okay, pull. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good work. Now, where are we? We're with the facing the dreaded plank walkouts. Boy, these workouts look simple. They look harmless, but they're killers. All right, here we go. In the planks. Walking them out. One, in, one, in, two, out, in, three, out, in, four, out, in, five, out, in, six, out, in, seven, out, in, eight, in, nine, out, in, 10. All right, good. So, boom. We're done with those 9 minutes. So as many rounds as possible. With the first set of 9 minutes, we got about a round, right? So we got through the whole program, and where we're at now, a round and a half. I'm gonna keep this clock going. We're gonna do another set of 9 minutes. So what are we gonna get it through? Maybe 2 rounds, 3 rounds, definitely 2 rounds. We're almost finished the second round. So we might get through 3 rounds, 4 rounds. So the idea with this type of workout is that, you want to push your intensity. I know we're just kind of building things up now, so it'll be slower going. So it's funny when people kind of trying to figure out, well, how long do you work out for? It never gets any easier, but we get stronger along the way, because the more fit we become, the harder we're going to push. Yeah, the harder we're supposed to push. Yeah, so we're always pushing forward. Life is a marathon for everybody, right? Yeah. We keep on going. We keep on going. We keep on going. We keep on pushing the boundaries out. Okay, so we just finished out the walkouts. Now we're going to do the penguins. Working those obliques. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Good. I think those are kind of like a break, yeah? Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. All right, should have stayed on the floor. Seated leg lifts. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna jump right into the advanced, leaning forward, right? The modified, leaning back, right? One leg at a time, or both legs. I'm going in, jumping in the deep end, both legs at the same time. Here we go, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good work, everybody. Giving you a second to catch up. All right, boom. So that's round number 2, going right back to the top. Here we go. Burpee town, baby. Rep City, as we like to say. So I'm part of this workout group called the Wolfpack, and we just do ridiculous amounts of burpees. So welcome to Rep City, where reps do every day. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. All right, everybody, good work. Woo! Again, let's go to the tuck ups. On the floor, up and down, on the floor, on your feet, on your butts, on your feet. There we go, extending, pulling those knees up. 1, that's the modified version. Keeping those legs straight is the advanced version. 3, let me get my rhythm going. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So after the V-ups, yes, give me some plank walkouts. All right, here we go. Out, in, 1, out, in, 2, out, in, 3, out, in, 4, out, out, in 5. Out, out, in 7. Out, in 8. Out, in 9. Out, in 10. All right, well done. Now we are at the penguins. A little bit of a reprieve, shall we say? Okay, on our backs, legs bent, shoulders off the ground, hands to our sides, and we penguin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Seated leg lifts. Staying on the floor. All right. Jumping right in. Here we go. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Back on your feet. Where are we? Rep City, baby. Come on. 1, going down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Again, if you need that wind, that skip step. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. Yeah. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10. All right, push you guys on that one. Unbroken. That's what it's called. Unbroken. If you don't put those skip steps in between. All right. Back on the floor. Tuck ups. Here we go. Full extension. I'm going to kick this thing. All right. Legs up. Here we go. 1. 2. 3. Getting that stretch in the abs on the extension. 4. 5. 6. 9. And 10. All right. Plank walkouts. Again, if you guys are having trouble with the plank walkouts, don't go sitting on the couch right now. We're gonna do those flutter kicks that we all love. Okay? And if you need a break from those flutter kicks, take a break, start up again. All right, here we go. Out, in, 1. Out, in 2. Out, in 3. Out, in 4. Out, in 5. Out, in 6. Out, in 7. Out, in 8. Out, in 9. Out, in 10. All right. Okay, so plank walkouts now. I should have stayed on the ground. Penguins. Wow, those 9 minutes went by fast. Hurry up, everybody. We got about 30 seconds. Penguins, everybody on the ground. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Jumping right into my seated leg lifts. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. And the bell. All right. I think we made it through 4 rounds. Yeah, 4 rounds, 18 minutes. To be honest with you, those last 9 minutes went by pretty quick. I don't know. So, to my point, it's very effective of 9 minutes. You get a heck of a workout full body, and especially that core area, all this stuff. But the burpee gets your legs involved as well. Do the skip step, you get your calf muscles involved. Complete well-rounded workout, 9 minutes. I would say, like I said at the opening of the training, is consistency is what counts. So let's break these workouts down. If we're not used to working out for 35, 30 minutes or 45 minutes on a daily basis, 9 minutes, folks, 9 minutes. We can make time for 9 minutes for building up the best version of ourselves. So that completes today's workout, the beach body workout.
Woohoo! Oh my goodness, what a workout that was. That was incredible, Coach. We are so grateful for you. At this time, I invite people to unmute. I'm dead. That was amazing. That's what I yelled. Yay! All right, so the whole point of this is to work up to it. If you can't do 8, you start off with 2, and then you make your way, right, Coach? It's
That's
even
right.
if you just do 1, and
Yes.
then you get to 2, and then you get to 3, and if it takes you a week to do that and intermittently, it's okay. The whole point of this is to build it up. We don't expect everybody to start off being able to do like as many reps as Coach, because he's, he is the coach, but
It took me a long time.
Yes. So we're going to strive, because I had a few comments saying that, people found it really, really difficult to keep up with you, but that's okay. That's a good sign. That means we have a goal. That means we're going to work towards it. That means that we're trying, and half the battle is just getting there and being here, right? So this is really important. I do have a question. Somebody asked if you had any tips for like after workout care, because they say that like the shoulders a little feels a little sore right now. So is there any like, putting an ice pack or putting a heating pad, or do you have like a favorite balm that you put on, or having a shower? Like what kind of aftercare tips do you have?
Yeah, I encourage stretching very much so. I also encourage foam rolling. Foam rolling is a very good, because you got your blood running going through your muscles. So foam rolling is a very you can find routines online where you foam roll the different parts of your body, even your shoulder, if you lay on it and kind of foam roll like that. There's different techniques that you can do it. Stretching. Take a good 10 minutes. So if you're going to be doing this 9-minute workout, take another 9 minutes to do some stretching. The soreness, I mean, that's it. I mean, if it's sore, I tend not to use like Bengay or icy hot, unless it's like, kind of like a tendon pain and that kind of stuff like that. Then we're talking about kind of like inflammation and injury and that kind of stuff like that. But soreness, embrace it, welcome it. Yeah. Because I mean, the more you go down this path, this journey, the soreness, it diminishes. It diminishes the soreness. But yeah, you know what? I mean, working out is uncomfortable. I mean, at the end of the day, like Z was saying, this is a battle between you and you. Yeah, it's a battle between me and me. Every day, I have to talk myself into working out. I'm no different than anybody else. Try not to keep up with me. I've been doing this for years. Really try to keep up with yourself. I know it's kind of hard because, we're in the middle of this. I'm doing like a presentation. I'm trying to work through this stuff. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I understand that, I am trying to keep up with myself. So I can't just go ahead and show you guys the modification and the alternatives, because then I'm not being fair to myself. Yeah. So that's the same thing you guys got to keep in mind with yourself. Like Z was saying, build up to it. Don't try to keep up with anybody else. Just because, I mean, we all have that voice in our mind. We all know when we're really giving it our all, or if we're kind of trying to find the shortcut, if we're not doing, so we got to be really honest with that voice and do what you can. If you're giving your best of yourself today, then that's all. That's we can't ask any more of ourselves. And if we just do 1% better, 1 rep better tomorrow than we did today, or if we're thinking about the present, if we do 1 more rep now than we did yesterday, we're moving, we're progressing. It's all a process. Yeah. So, okay. I don't know if that answered the question. It's a very long-winded answer.
No, that's a great thing. Somebody said that they carry a lot of bags just in general, not just beach bags. Can you show something to strengthen the wrist? Because carrying is an issue. Yeah.
So the wrist is funny because I actually sprayed my wrist. I did, for not too long ago, hitting the bag without some wraps and stuff like that. So So you definitely need some sort of weight for the wrist. So if you have a dumbbell, like this little dumbbell here, or a
bottle of water.
Bottle of water.
Yeah. Okay.
Bottle of water, because at the end of the day, it's not about, especially with the wrist, it's not about how much weight you're really moving around. It's actually the mobility, getting it through and getting reps, high reps. So even like a bottle of water or like a gallon of milk, depending if you get there. So if you have a bottle of water, right, it's probably going to take you a little bit more. You're going to feel like you're not getting anything out of it, but you're going to want to like come down and open up the wrist just like this, let you kind of come down to the fingertips and then roll that object up and then get that squeeze at the top. Boy, that even hurts right now. So release it and then start making a fist, rolling that weight up and then that squeeze at the top, yeah? Okay? And then the same thing can be done face down. And then also rotating it. Rotating palm up, rotating palm down. So those are some basic exercises you can do.
Perfect. All right. We did have another question about the same thing, weak ankles, like the weakness. People are feeling a lot of weakness. As we're walking more, we're starting to see where we're stronger and where we're not so strong.
Yeah. So the cool thing about the ankle exercise, so when I trained for boxing, when I'm trying to get back into it, after like a lag or something like that, I do this for minutes, rounds at a time, boom, boom. So the idea is it's going to be very boring, right? So what's going on with our weakness in our ankles is that we don't have that stamina, the endurance. Jump rope. If you have right now, if you jump rope for years and you have the coordination to jump rope, if you're a good jump roper, jump rope, because what you're doing is building up your calf muscles and also building up those slow twitch muscles in your ankles to be able to support that kind of thing. If you don't have a jump rope, put the timer on your iPhone, on your iWatch, and just bounce around, literally bounce around for minutes, for 3 minutes. Start thinking of it as rounds. Give it 2 to 3 rounds, which ends up being like 9 minutes. All right, so maybe a round, maybe a 2 round start. If we're not there yet, if you're having issues with your knees or something like that, what we could do is the same thing that we worked on in the balance workout. What we could do is take a step, get up on those tippy toes. Step again or switch your legs, get up on those tippy toes. If you have the stairs, yeah? If you have stairs, you get on the stair at the bottom one, have your leg hanging off of that step, and push up from that step, pushing up from that step. That'll get those ankles and your calves strong.
Awesome. That was really great. And one person said that ankles are fine, but knees are not.
The knees. Yeah, you know what? The knees are tough, especially what we want to do with the knees is first and foremost is we want to make sure that they're kind of nice and warm, because the way we build up the strength in our knees, to be honest with you, is building up the strength around our knees. Our knees are a joint, so it doesn't really have, so we have the patella and all these tendons and ligaments basically joining our quads and our calves and our shin muscles to our knees. So the only way that we can strengthen up our knees or kind of feel good with our knees is about, relieving the pressure of our knees by transferring the weight and the workload to the muscles around our knees. So, but first, before we start, we start getting into these squats, we want to make sure that we're doing movements like this. This is a good movement. This is a movement I do, because I'm not a spring chicken either. I'm 41 years old. So, I kind of kept that out of my mind because I don't use that as a way of saying, I had to be proactive, right? So if I feel a little thing if I feel a little pinch in my knee, I'm like, did I warm up? Did I kind of work on my mobility with my knee? So this is a really good exercise. It seems kind of like funny looking, but it just starts moving those ligaments in those knees around to get a little bit more of that flexibility, a little bit of mobility. And for me, what I found is that this works wonders. This gets my knees nice and ready for all these squat movements and stuff that I'm doing. So, I mean, one simple one is these movements like that. If you stretch your quads, yeah, start bending those knees. But when I first start going, I move my knees like this, then I warm up with some burpees or with a jump rope, then I stretch, and those movements, that's when I stretch my quads and my hamstrings, because then that's my muscles are warm, and I feel like I'm less prone to pulling a muscle because it's cold. So I would say for the knees, do these exercises, do them for 30 seconds one way, 30 seconds another, kind of do them as much as you can. There's no, you know what I mean? Like, I can't really say, you kind of feel it, but I think 30 seconds one way, 30 seconds the other is kind of a good way, good timeline for me personally. That's kind of what's, then warm up, do your little workout, do your stuff, stretch, yeah? And then maybe get into like the kind of, if it's leg day, if you're focusing on your legs, then you get into like the heavy loaded stuff.
Got it. And one more small question somebody's asking is the shoulders, like they experience tight shoulders, especially like in the morning or like after periods of great activity, like intense gardening or whatever. So do you have a shoulder exercise that you can help us like stretch our shoulder to help alleviate some of that niggling?
Yeah. Assuming that we're talking about the front deltoid.
Yes,
and not
the front deltoid. I think it is. Let me double check.
Because if it's hurting in the back,
Uh-huh.
typically I would say 90% it's going to be a rotator cuff issue.
Okay.
If it's hurting
No, they said it's the front. They said it's
okay, the front. So we have these cool exercises. So first of all, I am a firm believer that if you kind of stretch cold, you don't get the maximum benefit. We kind of have to pump some blood into it. So in a couple of workouts that we've done, what we first want to do, I like to do these shoulder rotations. It starts getting, the mobility, just, getting that joint moving. And then, it seems, again, like a lot of these movements seem like they're harmless. But this, I'm already like on the 5th or 6th rotation, 7th rotation. I'm feeling lactic acid starting to build up. I'm feeling burn already. So I'm at 10, so maybe go 20 front, 20 back. That builds up a good, driving a lot of blood there. Both arms, 20 forward, 20 back. Then I do swimmers. So I'm kicking this arm back, which I'm feeling the stretch right here. And I kick this arm up. So I feel a stretch underneath on the bottom portion of my shoulder. And I alternate 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. I'm helping spread that lactic acid around, that blood that I just got into my shoulders. Boom, boom, okay? I could do those for about 20. Then I do chain breakers, chain busters. And this is good because this is actually a warm-ups and stretches and stuff like that, because I do, like I said, like a ridiculous amount of burpees. Like I just did 350 of them today, not counting the ones that we included in the workout. Navy SEAL, so it basically works out to like 900 push-ups that I just did. So these are the things I do for me. I mean, this is not theory, yeah? This is stuff that I do because I know I have to warm up my shoulders because I'm about to put it through some serious punishment. And like I said, every day I gotta talk myself into these workouts. They're not pleasant, but these are the kind of things, that's kind of like sacrifice, yeah? Very spiritual,
Yeah.
You get rewarded for the sacrifices. So what are you willing to sacrifice, Sacrifice your time, sacrifice your patience, sacrifice that psychological doubt, Okay, so boom, chain busters. So I do close, middle, wide, close, middle, wide. And then finally, I'll do switches on the wall where I'll rest my shoulder and my arm in, and then I'll roll out. I'll roll my shoulder into the wall, and then I'll roll out, yeah? Let me see if you guys can see it over here. Using the good old mirror. So I'll put my shoulder, and then I'll roll into it extending this area, the pec and the shoulder and stuff like that. So.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.